Welcome back, Aluxers. Striking up a conversation with strangers can be a pretty daunting prospect for many people, and they find themselves clamming up, feeling like their tongue doesn't quite fit inside their mouth and needing a drink of water. Yet it doesn't need to be that bad. Aluxers, we have for you 30 questions that will help you ease into conversation with nearly anyone. And remember the golden rule: show a genuine interest in the other person and give them their turn to shine. Don't interrupt them and don't try to one-up their story. We're not suggesting you print this list and take it with you wherever you go. You would probably scare the person away before getting to question number 2. Welcome to alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. If you're not subscribed yet, you're missing out. Number 1. What's your name? Here's the thing. This might sound like the most ridiculous question to ask, but how often have you met someone new and walked away totally forgetting their name? So, when you ask the question, what's your name? Really listen to the answer, because it's kind of pointless asking further questions when you're constantly wondering what their name is. And here's a tip. When they tell you their name, repeat it back to them. It's a lot easier to remember it this way. Number 2. If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? Right, so you're probably thinking, what a lame question. But here's the thing. Breaking the ice doesn't have to be serious and involve their work or life's ambitions. You want something lighthearted and funny, and trust us, that person will always remember you for that hilarious question you asked them. By the way, I think I'd choose this dish called a Dragon Bowl. All these sauteed vegetables, rice, teriyaki chicken, spicy yogurt sauce, all day, every day. Number 3. What are you looking forward to? We all have something in our diary that we're excited about. It could be a bridal shower, or a 40th birthday party, or even just a coffee date with an old friend. Finding out what the other person is looking forward to will offer great insight into their personality, and it also makes it easier for them to reciprocate the question and keep the conversation going. Hope you've got something fun and exciting lined up to chat about. Number 4. What are you reading? Books are a great way to connect people, and it's highly likely that the person is reading something, or if not, you can twist the question to find out what their favorite book or author is. Bibliophiles will instantly connect, and it could just be a matter of time before you've exchanged your Shadow of the Wind for their Mrs. Sherlock Holmes. If you love reading and are keen to pick up a classic, be sure to get some inspiration here. 15 classic books everyone should read in their lifetime. Number 5. What's your family's favorite meal to eat? Food has the incredible ability to connect people, and most families have their specialties. Find out what food makes your new conversationalist salivate, and start chatting about mouth-watering family favorites that bring back memories of happy times. Number 6. What do you do to stay fit? Asking about exercise is an easy way to get an edge into any conversation. Whether the person believes running is merely meant for when you're being chased or is an Ironman champion, you'll be able to converse easily, especially if you're into sport yourself. Number 7. What did you want to be when you grew up? We all had big dreams when we were children. The most common childhood ambitions included ballet dancer, fireman, teacher, vet, movie star, or musician. Have a laugh with your new chat partner and find out what they wanted to be when they grew up. Chances are your childhood dreams were pretty similar. Number 8. Where would you most like to travel to that you've never been before? There's a great big world out there, and there's not a single person that's content to just stay in their own city for the rest of their lives. So this question's a winner for anyone. Even if the person just wants to head to a secluded campsite out of town, you could engage further to find out why this spot is special and when they're planning to go. It's a question that can open up a lovely dialogue. Number 9. What was the worst fashion trend for you? We've all fallen victim to some fashion trend of some sort. 80s children will remember leg warmers. 90s kids reminisce about short-sleeve t-shirts over long-sleeve t-shirts. And kids that grew up in the 2000s will definitely recall Crocs. Everyone has tried at least one fashion trend that failed, so go ahead and ask the question. Number 10. What food can you simply not eat and why? You're bound to hear an incredible story if you ask this question. From a person not being able to eat lamb because of being overfed it at a hospital, to someone never touching celery again because they couldn't leave the table before they finished their celery as a child, or tomatoes being an issue because of getting a cocktail one stuck up their nose as a toddler. You just really never know. Number 11. What pets did you have growing up? Reminiscing about childhood pets can cause a tear to be shed, but the memories are all there and ready to be explored. A cat named Cat, a pet lizard named Lizzie, or a fish called Goldie that was secretly replaced several times by her frantic mother. We all have that one pet that we will love forever. Number 12. What was your first job? This is a real blast from the past and is always a fun story to bring up. First jobs are usually not very glamorous, so expect tales of dressing up like Disney princesses, handing out pamphlets on the side of the road, and babysitting. And if you move on to babysitting fails, you're on to a winning conversation. Number 13. What's the best live concert you've ever been to? We won't lie, there is a slim chance the person may reply with, "I hate live concerts," and then it's totally fine to back away from the conversation and move on. We get it, but as we said, chances are slim. Enjoy the visuals you're about to be exposed to and respond accordingly. Number 14. Did you love or hate school? Talk of school can either bring renditions of fabulous school days with mates, having fun and joking around, or the exact opposite. What bracket does your someone new fall into? And we keep sharing what you should be asking, but stick around because we'll also tell you what not to ask when meeting someone new. Number 15. What is a relationship deal breaker in your opinion? You can go as deep or shallow into this as you feel appropriate. It could be just as funny as, "Oh my goodness, if they've crooked toes, I'm out of there." Or it could be meaningful, like a deal breaker is seeing elements of unkindness or entitlement. The answer you get will be a good guide to deciding which direction to keep going. Number 16. When do you feel peace? This question seems innocent enough, but the sad reality is it's a question that stumps many people. You may not get the answer right away, but you've certainly given them food for thought. Number 17. What's your beverage of choice? Red or white, single or double, craft or draft? What's the drink of choice of the new person you're chatting to? This question really can lead to many other conversations that you could have. Plus, if you do need to escape, you can say you'll be right back with their favorite tipple. Number 18. Are you a dog or a cat person, and why? Hey Luxers, you might not be able to see eye to eye on this one, but it's always a fun debate. Number 19. Would you consider being immortal if that were an option? Wow, this is a corker question and be prepared for the most amazing answers. This question should be on a job application instead of what are your strengths and weaknesses. It would give a far truer insight into the person themselves. Number 20. Have you ever met a famous person? Pull up a chair, grab your drink of choice because you can be guaranteed that this story is going to be worth a listen. Me at the airport to my bestie. That guy looks like he's in a band. My bestie? Oh my god, that's because he is in a band. Guy in question? Chad Kroeger from Nickelback. But we're sure your story is way more exciting than that one. Number 21. What keeps you up at night? This question will only be asked if you've gone through all the funny ones and you're feeling like you want to delve deeper into getting to know this new person. Be open to whatever they come up with. It could be quite personal, or it could be the monkey banging the cymbals in Toy Story. Number 22. What is your relationship like with your family? If you get a quick reply like, "It's okay," probably best to move on quickly, as it's clear that things might not actually be okay. Number 23. Do you ever go to bed angry with your partner? Experts believe sleeping on the problem is actually better than trying to work it out before sleeping. Which side of the fence does your acquaintance fall on? Number 24. Who knows you the best? We love this one because it really gives that great insight into the most important person in their life, and to the person who probably loves them the most. Number 25. Do you have any traditions that you follow? This is a unique question and is a great way to open someone up to great conversations. A question like this one is far more creative than asking the regular, like, "Great weather we're having, right?" Number 26. Who's your celebrity crush? We've all crushed on a celebrity before, and this question will only work and not offend if you don't appear shocked if they respond with someone like Boris Johnson. Number 27. Would you rather? This is such a wonderful question to have some fun with, because if the person likes the first question, they can ask you and it's an instant connection. So, would you rather go skydiving or bungee jumping? Or would you rather not bathe for a week or not brush your teeth for a week? It's lighthearted and makes for a great conversation with a stranger. In my case, I'd rather go skydiving and keep brushing my teeth. Number 28. What's the most important value you think people should have? Honesty, kindness, or empathy? And once they respond, you can expand with why. Number 29. Would you want to know the date of your death and how you'll die? If you're keen to give someone food for thought, then this is definitely the question to ask. Depending on your point of view, this one may even give you a different perspective. And number 30. What do you want to be remembered for? The answer to this question could make or break whether you'll be chatting to this person again or not. You could get a super shallow answer, which in that case, it's a good thing you only needed to indulge in this conversation once. Or you could get a wonderful, deep, and beautiful answer and be exchanging in anticipation for another great conversation. And with that, Aluxers, we're at the end and of course have a question for you. Have you ever met a famous person? We'd love to hear your story. Tell us in the comments. And for sticking with us until the end, today's bonus are some questions you should never ask someone new. Like, how much money do you make? Do you believe in God? When is your baby due? And how old are you? If you avoid these questions the first time you meet someone, chances are you'll be just fine. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxers. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question on our website, alux.com. Thank you for being an Aluxer, and we'll see you back tomorrow.